Age-old dictum છે, prevention is always better than cure. So we try to stimulate how to prevent it and how to catch cancer at early age in the pre-cancerous stage. Then treatment and management is dramatically changed. Outcome is dramatically changed. So once we see you all are students of microbiology and biotechnology, so you are much more aware than me rather than how a cancer looks and how it gives that red signal in mind of patient, family and a treating doctor. So what is actually cervix? First of all, let us know anatomy, because pathology and microbiology you know much better than me. So let's take first a look at what is cervix. This part of uterus, this is internal reproductive organ of a female. This is uterus, this is fallopian tube, ovaries. This part is important because this is the cervix. This is ectocervix, that is part which is projecting inside vagina, that is ectocervix. Called endocervix, that is part which is connecting with the uterus. Anatomy of the cervix. Cervix is a part of uterus which connects with vagina of a female and forms the birth canal. Now there are certain medical terms. What is pre-cancerous stage? That is when a healthy epithelium, this is epithelium of cervix. One is squamous, this is columnar epithelium. So when healthy epithelial changes and it grows out of control, means you all are microbiology students, so you know that chromatin of the nucleus doesn't get altered. Only number of the cells outgrows and it's pre-cancerous. Here also you can catch them because before chromatin of the nucleus get alters. This is dysplasia. Dysplasia means some of the abnormal cells which grow away, grow and then it can go away without any treatment. But some of them, with the stimulus, or if a person is genetically predisposed, like a family history, other factors like smoking, repeated infections, then this dysplastic cell may turn cancerous. This is epithelial dysplasia. Then comes the CIN, that is cervical intraepithelial neoplasia. Still the insert is inside the epithelium. It is not progressed out of the epithelium. And this is basement membrane. You all are aware of what is basement membrane. That breach of the basement membrane is still intact. That is intraepithelial neoplasia. And then comes this very scary word, that is carcinoma. There are two types. Squamous cell, that is most common, 80 to 90%. Squamous cell is natural epithelium of ectocervix. Adenocarcinoma is carcinoma of columnar epithelium, which is normal epithelium of endocervix. So this is ectocervix disorder. If you can catch them by pap smear level. Adenocarcinoma is sometimes difficult to catch until patient comes with complaint, but it is suppressed due to your body immunity and good diet and supplements, exercise, rest. But once it gets, પેલો કહે ને કે હવે સુતેલો રાક્ષસ જાગે છે. Factors which we'll discuss later on. How you provoke that dragon? This is a cell which is now altered. This is in hypoplasia state. That natural epithelium is intact. This is chromatin. Only one cell has altered the cytoplasm and nucleus, chromatin. Others are still getting normal morphology and cytology. This is carcinoma in situ. That is, it is only inside the epithelium, basement membrane is intact. So this is very much cancer. આવ દેખાય એટલે everybody is afraid of. As such, those who are very fond of seafood, એનાથી ખૂબ ગભરામણ થઈ જાય. How to be free of this clothes? And once it catch it, then it is very difficult. ક્રેબની હોય ને, જો તમે ગોવા ગયા હો તો ડોના પાવલા બીચ ઉપર આખી એની લાઇન્સ એન્ડ લાઇન્સ હોય છે, અને એમાં જો કોઈને if you can escape out from here, there is 100% survival. This is madam has sent your own statistics and data. Two things I want to highlight it. Those who are married and this age, I think they have missed the bus because they agreed to undergo the screening, but they were not aware where to go. But most important is this: young girls, 80 to 90% of the young girls, they were aware about vaccination, which is very important. 80% of the cervical cancers are due to human papilloma virus, and now very good vaccine is available. Just like routine vaccination schedule, now government is encouraging below 15, so one less dose is required. But even if you miss the bus, if you are symptomatic, if you have a genetic history, and nowadays actually sometime few years back I was hesitating how to speak, but now I think society is changing, young generation is changing. Those who have multiple sex partners or a partner with multiple sex partners, those are at high risk factors, and they can get this vaccine at any age till the age of 35. Even if they are not 100% protected, but at least something is better than nothing. Percent is quite a good number to survive. That is what medically we told, that once after diagnosis and management, a person is surviving after 5 years. And this, if it is managed in a better way, near 70%, it carries a very good prognosis. Prognosis means you can live a better life, almost near normal life, if you manage thoroughly with what we call as a 3-dimensional approach. So this is very unfortunate part. This is preventable in young girls if we vaccinate them. This is Western data. In our data, breast cancer is most common in a female, followed by cervical cancer, followed by ovarian cancer. And this is the most unfortunate part. A woman dies of cervical cancer every 8 minutes in India, because usually diagnosed very late, because it is hidden organ. Suppose there is a mole, there is a something on skin, if you feel, or on any body surface, you feel that a part is altered, or ulcer is not healing, or there is an uncommon discharge, usually one goes to doctor earlier. But this is hidden organ inside the pelvis. So before it becomes symptomatic, you have to go. When symptom means when once you diagnose, it is you are in time. But once your doctor diagnose it, you have missed the bus. So this is unfortunate part. Incidence, now 10 lakh cases diagnosed every year in India. Among this is this actually a very unfortunate part. Around 4 lakh dies due to this. And as I said, this most common is breast in India, followed by cervical cancer. So what is our aim is to conquer the cancer, but entire female cancer. And believe me, if you diagnose it, you manage it, then most of them can live a good life, even if they have cancer. Don't afraid of word cancer. So what I want to say is basic awareness about it, symptoms and signs of it, how to diagnose, basic diagnosis, treatment. This part is very important, two parts, which I want to emphasize, is prevention and vaccination. You all are young girls and you should know. So, you won't get it. These all are preventable factors, but unfortunately increasing in our society and our youth. There in this, mummy, teachers, elders, daddies, if they say to them, probably they don't like. But lifestyle changes with, if you are exposed to internet, you are making good use of it, it's fine. But premarital sex was supposed to be a taboo few years back. Now they say, what's wrong in it? And it's fact. I'm meeting so many young girls. We run an adolescent education program by our national society. That is more than 34,000 gynecologists are running a nationwide program. We go to adolescents, try to sensitize them about puberty, menstrual problem, hygiene, of course, these sexual problems, because then they indulge in they are exposing to sex at a very early age. And premarital sex is no more a taboo in our society. Smoking is still very lucky. Female don't smoke much in our, at least Saurashtra. But now in Gujarat and metros, things are changing. Those are working in corporate, they consider smoking and drinks even as a status symbol. They again mutate the normal epithelium. This is again now in our society. Unfortunately, HIV now significantly increased. Now we don't talk about it, but still this is present in our society now. Hidden somewhere, but once it is weakened immune system. So even it is not AIDS. If when a person is infected with HIV, it is precursor HIV virus like human papilloma virus is that vaginal discharge gets changed. Then this is also very important in young couples. If they notice a history of post-coital bleeding, they should immediately go to a consultant. Then there is a history of intermittent spotting. Menstrual abnormality is intermittent bleeding. This is intermittent spotting. Browny spot comes and go. So this is intermittent spotting. Then dyspareunia. Dyspareunia is painful sexual intercourse. Then this is very important. If you are your mother more than 50, your grandmother or any elderly lady in family, if she complains of post-menopausal bleeding or spotting, without wasting a single hour, go to a consultant. In late stage, there is usually in cervical cancer, weight loss and anorexia. That is what we call systemic signs and symptoms occurs very late. Posterior part of rectum, that is in gut, what in layman we call. How you diagnose? This is very important. One is pap smear. This is VIA. Simply visual examination of cervix. We put one instrument that called speculum inside vagina and try to look inside the vagina. This is cervix, how it looks. And this is pap smear fistula. What is pap smear? As a biology and DMT student, you all must know. It is a stain name, that is Papinoculum stain. Who invented this entire technology? How this particular Papinoculum stain, this pathological epithelium takes up, and normal epithelium is not taken up by Papinoculum stain. So this entire test name is by this, and short name is PEP. You must know. First, in our this most common viva question in gynae was supposed to be this, and Papinoculum stain full name usually it's very difficult to. We take very lightly. Who will ask? And I'm good at it. This is Pap smear, why it is called pap smear? Cell are scraped from the cervix and examined under microscope to check for the disease and any other problem. This is particular stain, bluish type of stain, which you all are doing rather, so you are aware of. This is how we take. Position is lithotomy. Lithotomy is technical word, but leg is to be wide apart, cervix is thoroughly exposed with the use of instrument. Then this is PS examination, that we insert one speculum inside the vagina to see the cervix. It's OPD procedure, not painful at all. So one should not get afraid of to get this. At least you all are young, but you stimulate your mom and elder sister, those who are and we take cytology or biopsy from that area. That is stain, glucose, iodine or acetic acid. Then for endocervix we use this cytobrush. Cytobrush you all are aware of. We get this brush cytology or scraping cytology with help of spatula and see under microscope, which you all are seeing much better than us. Age is 35 and every 3 years it should be a routine procedure. Then this is biopsy. If you have suspected pap test or abnormal pap test, then it is not confirmatory. Either we go for open biopsy, and nowadays this is routinely now in 2-3 centers in Rajkot also started. In Ahmedabad it is very common. This is colposcopy. That is visual micro, just like laparoscopy is very common, we all are aware of. Same with laparoscopy, we look inside abdomen. With colposcopy, we look inside cervix. And this serves as a biopsy as well as treatment. What I have told is CIN and early carcinoma. This loop electrosurgical biopsy and cone biopsy, that is do with the help of colposcopy. And it serves as a diagnosis as well as treatment. This is very important. Now, the entire malignancy etiopathology, that is you all are aware of what is etiopathology and how you manage is now changing on this. DNA testing and genetics. How to alter now this molecular diagnosis technology. Now routinely we go for so many things. Repeated pregnancy wastage, if child has anomalies, if there is strong history of malignancy, especially for two, breast and ovary. This is a part of it. But still, if anybody has a history, then they can go for simple blood testing. And you can know whether you are likely to get this cancer or not. And for cervix, still unfortunately, blood testing is not available. One has to go for molecular diagnosis by DNA. And now good treatment is also what we call as a targeted therapy for particular cancer is for genes. And this targeted therapy, they alter mutant gene of cancer cell. And cancer get better cure with this. So now the era is changing from routine diagnosis of treatment, that is microscopy. Now it is molecular diagnosis and DNA variant. For each and every oncogene there is a different DNA. It's entirely detailed. But now things are shifting on this. And of course this is routine. Apart from laboratory diagnosis, we do routine ultrasound. Very good ultrasounds now available. CT scan. PET scan diagnosis, even the smallest part. PET, that is it is also available in Rajkot. So one can go easily and diagnose even a micro invasion. Now you must be aware, all are biology students. So what is micro invasion? So microscopic invasion also you can diagnose without cutting the tissue by PET scan. And this is MRI. All are routine. And of course in advanced cases you have to go for CT thorax, that is CT scan of thorax and other brain and other studies. So, dear friends, stop this, because 4th February is World Cancer Day. And this is stoppable. How? Change lifestyle of young, catch them young, stimulate young. So I congratulate your institute that at least they are stimulating, they are, you all are young, so you will be better aware of that. Avoid first intercourse before 20. Avoid multiple sex partner or a partner who is little tricky with the known history of multiple sex partner. Avoid smoking and have a safe sex. If you are indulging in such activity, then at least one has to use condom. Cancer is available. There are two type of vaccine. One is, this is bivalent. Bivalent will cover two variant of HPV. That is HPV 16 and 18. This is more common in our side. Of course, this is banned in USA because USA pattern is little bit different in HPV. Schedule is 0, 1 and 6. Suppose you have taken one dose at 0, second dose is after 4 to 6 weeks, that is second dose, and last dose is after 6 months of taking that vaccine. This is much better, that is for 11, 16, 18. And in US and Western world, FDA approved Gardasil 9 is available, which will cover entire spectrum of HPV. Again, vaccination schedule is same, 0, 1, 6. But new regime now, Government of India is incorporating in our routine vaccination schedule, that is in between age to 9 to 16. And advantage is only 2 doses are required of vaccine, that is 0 and 6. This is vaccine. How will you take? That is simple, like intradeltoid injection that we give in arm. No side effect for a day or two. Somebody experiences mild feverish or body ache. Otherwise, if it is taken or given in standard aseptic precautions, in a few years back in paper there was a few incidences that following cervix, few deaths were reported in far east of India. So in between government stopped. But these are live vaccines, so one has to be careful while giving. If carefully it is given, then there are no side effects. What is treatment? Once it is diagnosed, this is radical hysterectomy, open in previous era. We are supposed to remove uterus, tubes, ovaries, cervix and upper part of vagina, because these are the potential site for spread of cervix, this CA cervix. Initially it starts, this is thickening. See, can you see? This cervix is outgrown inside the vagina. So we are removing vagina also. And those cases who are very advanced and spread inside the abdomen, we are supposed to remove part of intestine if it is adherent, then omentum and some lymph nodes. You all are aware of lymph nodes. How lymph nodes through this. Ovarian cancer spread through hematological, that is blood spread, but some to remove so many lymph nodes also at a time. And this is robotic and laparoscopic hysterectomy. This is now previously people were afraid that how to remove or how to, those cancers which are advanced inside the abdomen. This is now done very good. Even in Ahmedabad also now there are 2 robots. So this is now available in Gujarat also. Now chemotherapy. What I want to just tell about chemotherapy. That bald look or hairless look, and female are very afraid of, and then they consider, oh, aap to gaya. I can't live a normal life with that bald look. One, it is your physical look, not mental look. If you have strong mental makeup, you can work with chemotherapy also. One can work. This is those cells which are rapidly growing. You all are aware of. Hair follicles are one of the most rapidly growing follicle of our body. So with chemotherapy, immediately there is a hair loss, but it returns back after stoppage of chemotherapy, and it is not altering your any systemic body function if one is taking care like adequate hydration, good food, vitamin supplement, adequate rest, avoid exertion. Then one can go through and strict diet restrictions, because chemotherapy suppress immune system. So there is all the chance of opportunistic infections, what you all know. Then if you are avoiding this thing, then there is no harm in chemotherapy. One can have a normal routine life with chemotherapy. Because that bad look is published so much so in media and press and everywhere. So they are afraid of, because otherwise there is no. So if there is an unfortunate diagnosis of cancer, don't get afraid because of stigma of that bad look. Then in cervix there is definite role of radiotherapy also. In those cases who are spread little bit beyond cervix, we give first internal therapy, that is inside vagina. Technically it is known as brachytherapy. We insert some radioactive capsules inside the vagina and then give radiation, followed by surgery, that is sandwich therapy, and followed by chemo and radio, that is, then comes the external radiation. Now very good external targeted radiation therapy is available. So same way, don't get afraid of radiation also. This is current concept now, superfood. One can avoid, oncogene gets suppressed by this food and routine day-to-day lifestyle. Oncogene are there, definitely everybody carries oncogene, but મેં કહ્યું એમ પેલું ડ્રેગન છે એને દબાવેલું. These are few tips. Our all routine day-to-day kitchen items, dal, kathol, berries, means any berries, fruits, lemon, all vegetable, green leafy vegetable. This is very good. As per Ayurveda also, as per those like Tibetan and alternative medicine for cancer, they are considering these two as very important. These two. And if you are not taking, we are vegetarian, then this we can take in a form of supplementary these vitamins. So this is very important. Even if you have to avoid the cancer, unfortunately, if cancer occurs, this is very important. Then morbidity, that is associated illness with cancer and its treatment, that we call morbidity, is very less if you are careful about this. With chemotherapy, everything, your appetite gets suppressed, but still you keep on taking frequent small meals which are beta carotene rich, that is carrot and papita, colored food. This vitamin B12, C and E supplement. Papita, this mango, these grapes, berries, these are very rich source of it. Plenty of fluid, that is around 3 liters of fluid one has to consume. And rest. So, fight cancer. 4th February is World Cancer Day. And you all are younger, so I request you to be a proud team who is fighting against cancer at a very young age. Similar to your mother, your elder sisters, grandparents, to go for routine screenings. Why I have taken this slide? This is slide for lung cancer. But unfortunately, due to lack of time, I could not take a photo of Yuvraj Singh. He is the best example of how a survivor can live a normal life. He is doing extravagant this sport activity which requires tremendous physical exercise, tremendous mental stamina, as well as emotional stability. And he is the best example. So, Support whoever is fighting against cancer. Admire them. They are survivors. And honor them. And last and very important, if there is any unfortunate incidents in family, society, surrounding, never lose hope. Ask them, there is always a way out. So, hope is the best. This remedy against any problem, I think, not only cancer. Thank you and have a good day. For cervical cancer, still immunotherapy is not that much useful compared to breast cancer. In breast cancer, targeted immunomodulator are available. It is proven also. Now it is in routine treatment schedule for immunotherapy for breast. And other uncommon carcinomas like renal carcinoma and adrenal carcinomas. But in cervix, still there is no strong, except HPV. There is no strong genetic etiology diagnosed for cervix. In our society, more common causes of poor hygiene, repeated births. Now, of course, people go for hospital delivery. But if anybody is going for home delivery or delivery by these paramedics, and then there is no absolute hygiene, or what we call sterile procedures are taken, then there is chance of infection. And still, we are hidden iceberg, we never come out. But in India, first is early marriage, early sex exposure, and second, multiple sexual, that is multiple sex partner is common practice. Even though we, in our society, people don't openly accept it, but still, so our etiopathology is different compared to Western standard. So for cervix now, still immunomodulators are not routinely tried, but in breast, definitely one should go. It's expensive, no doubt about it. That for Ma Amrutam Yojana, I want to tell about that. Government is giving very much free drugs, surgery to females. So at least you complete. Unfortunately, if anybody has, then tell them to go for Ma Amrutam Yojana card. It's available through selected corporate sources, not only government. And this immunomodulators is clinically definitely proven in breast, but not still in cervix.
Can be taken after 25 or 30 years of age?
Yeah, government in India, it is recommended that even if one lady is delivered, till in India it is up to 45 you can take. In Western world, it is by FDA also, one can take up to 50.
In markets now there are certain chemicals available. One name I know, V-wash.
V-wash, yeah.
That is for hygiene and all.
Yes.
Just like we use for hand sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer. See,
is it worth it or is it useful for
I
hygiene?
want to clarify it. Many fancy advertise and models and animations are there on TV to promote such washes. But as a doctor, we discourage it for repeated use. Why? Because you all are aware of that they are normal habitant of vagina. That is lactobacillus, which are protecting against so many things to keep vaginal environment acidic. By using routinely this fancy washes, V-wash and so many things, you are destroying that normal habitant of vagina, which are protecting. So, if there is an infection, then change of pH is required. So, for that period, you can wash it. And with whatever drug is prescribed by your doctor, as per type of your infection. Otherwise, for routine cleaning, simple soap and water is best. Avoid such.
People who are using it routinely, seeing the fancy advertisements that you have to use it every day, it will protect you.
If you know them, then please tell them not to use as a routine hygiene wash. It's not for routine.
Thank you, ma'am.